Am I the asshole for expressing my healthy boundaries to my mother? Buckle up, this is a long one. I was making dinner. I was chopping onions. She wanted my onions so she could cook something else. I said I'd chop her one. She said she wanted my onion right now. She kept asking. She looked me in my eye and kept asking as if she was going to squeeze a yes out of me. Just because I'm your mother and I asked. And I could see the look in her eye that said she was going to pull some manipulative mother bullshit if I didn't. She's done this many times before. I know that look in her eyes. To be honest, I've fucking had it with people not respecting what I say the first time. So I told her, I'll get you an onion. She says, forget it 2 different times as I walk away to get the onion. And then 5 minutes later, she says, where's my onion? Me. You didn't communicate that. Mom. Well, you didn't get it. Me. I offered. You said no. The calmer I get, the louder she gets. Me. I had a long day at work. I'm hungry. This is a specific amount of onion for a specific recipe. I don't appreciate you not respecting the boundary I've fairly established. I looked her deep in the eye to let her know I'm not afraid of her or her emotional outbursts. She loses it. Mom. Boundaries? Ask your therapist if this is the way you should speak to your mother. Me. I did, and this is the strategy we developed for dealing with you when you get like this. She loses it again. Mom. Well, IDK where you get of thinking you can speak to me like this. Me. You. You raised me. You raised me to speak up and defend myself. Where else would I get it from? Mom. Well, your father can't breathe because of your smoking. Me. There's no need to switch the topic in an attempt to win this conversation by being emotionally manipulative. Also, I smoke down the street, so his breathing isn't my fault. I had a perfect answer for everything. She goes and gets my dad and retells the story without her involvement. She isolates the entire story to solely focus on the word boundary. She lied. In front of me. To my own father. So I explained the whole thing to him front to back, unbiased the way that I just explained above. I made sure to write this down as soon as it happened. Dad, that's completely different from what she told me. For the first time in my life, he took my side instead of hers. She keeps retelling the story and I have to patiently wait for her to finish and then tell the same story, but honestly, I repeatedly said, Mom, PLs, don't cut me off. I let you speak. It's my turn, and you are being intellectually dishonest by omitting crucial details, many of which details are your actions. Dad, this is a power struggle. Me. I agree. It seems like Mom just wants to be correct in her argument, but I would argue there is a deeper psychological issue here. This isn't about onions. Is it, Mom? Mom points at my onions. See, he still hasn't even cooked the onion. Dude, I've never seen a more childishly cringy action from my own mother. I was mortified. Me, looking at my dad. Does this behavior not seem juvenile? Also, I notice you have only these outbursts when I travel. Dad, he's right. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm finally breaking the cycle. Dad, I notice you're doing a better job at expressing yourself and handling conflicts. Me, the antidepressants are working. So not only did she refuse to let me get her an onion, it had to be mine, grow up. She claims she didn't see me walk off to get the onion. Twice. I know she did because I had to turn around to make eye contact with her. She claims she was waiting for the onion even though she didn't say anything. And she claims they told me about the weed smoke affecting my dad's asthma, even though they did not, and I don't smoke within 2 blocks of the house. Me. I'm not a mind reader. How would I know what you meant if you didn't say anything? Mom. What was I supposed to say? Is this woman deadass right now? Me. Okay, that's it. You literally just had to say okay after I offered to get it. You could have said anything. Instead, you said forget it. Mom. Well, I don't remember that. Shifts topic suddenly. So when do I get to express my boundaries? You don't respect your father's boundaries surrounding his breathing. First off, it's his lungs, not yours. Just stop trying to win the argument. And second, he smokes pot too, and you know this. Me. Now that this has been brought up in this conversation, Dad has since expressed to me that the smoke affects him. He said it tactfully. You didn't. You weaponized it in an argument. Mom. Sudden topic switch. Well, you're not self-aware. Me. Okay, what is it I need to learn from this argument? Dad, I'm hungry. Can we watch Mad Men over dinner? I also made sure to tell her that my communication skills are fine because I'm using nonviolent communication techniques that I learned at the rehab they paid for me to go to. Ironically, all of this came from the same woman that said, "We don't fight over food in this house my whole life." IMO. I'm appalled by her childish behavior. She lied, screamed, pointed like a child, played victim, emotional manipulation. Like what? Did this really just unfold? And the whole time I'm cool, calm, and collected. Oh, and she tried to mock my breathing. I told her it was a grounding technique so I could express myself properly. She also said to my dad, "Well, you were too scared to talk to your son about your breathing because you want a peaceful household." The look on my dad's face said, "Woman, why are you lying so hard?" For context, 30 million? I've lived with my parents for a few months to escape an abusive relationship in a city 7 hours away. I left with just my clothes. It was my mother's idea for me to leave my ex-wife and move back in. I haven't lived with my parents for almost 15 years. I'm moving out in a week, and my ex-wife's abuse techniques are exactly like my mother's. Come to think of it, a lot of my ex-girlfriends used to treat me like my mother. Needless to say, I swiftly emailed my therapist. "We need to talk ASAP. Just had a breakthrough." So, am I the asshole?